Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow your eyelids to feel relaxed and heavy. Like any tension is draining away. As you breathe out, feel even more relaxed. But then breathe in a deeper breath of what feels like distilled, concentrated relaxation. Breathe in the relaxation and exhale any tension. And maybe you scan your body for any clues of tension. It's possible it's there around the forehead, the jaw, the neck, the shoulders. As you breathe in, just allow that tension to feel like it's melting away. And with your eyes closed, just imagine looking upwards to the top of your head, keeping your eyes closed but looking upwards, almost like you're looking through your brain. Feel that tension there in your eyes. And on the next outward breath, just relax those eyes, feeling deeper and deeper relaxed. That's it. Drifting off deeper and more relaxed. The deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you become. And the more relaxed you become, the more your imagination awakens. And I wonder if you could imagine looking through a drawing book, the kind of book that when you were a child used to make pictures, maybe of pens or crayons or colourful paints. But imagine flipping through an old drawing book until you see a page of greenery. The green of the grass, trees with green leaves. Just imagine a picture, something that you could imagine that you would have created as a child, of a bright picnic blanket in lush green nature. Breathe in that relaxation, exhale any stress, and just imagine, just like a scene from a movie, just stepping into the picture. Step into your drawing and find yourself in a world of greenery. Green grass, trees with vivid, bright green leaves, a bright blanket there on the floor. And I want you to imagine how good it would feel to lie on a picnic blanket, looking up at the trees, feeling a wonderful feeling of calm and relaxation. And if you could imagine how good it would feel to feel relaxed in nature, fresh, clean air, sunshine, and the smell of grass and green leaves, let me know by nodding your head. And just imagine there on that picnic blanket, you again close your eyes, no longer seeing the greenery, but knowing it's there. You can still feel the sunshine on your skin, a gentle breeze. And just imagine how relaxed you feel with your eyes closed on that picnic blanket. And very soon I will count downwards from 10 to 1. And with each descending number, you will feel deeper and deeper relaxed. So relaxed that you could imagine drifting off into a daydream. So let's start with 10. 10, just focusing on your eyelids. Feeling your eyelids getting more and more relaxed, more heavy. And then 9. Forehead releases any tension. 8, loosening your jaw. Breathing in that relaxation, and then on 7, just feeling like any tension around your neck and your shoulders is just loosening, melting away, enabling you to drift off into a dreamlike sleep. And then 6, feel your arms feeling so limp, loose, and heavy. That's it. Like your arms are like the limbs of a puppet with no strings. And then 5. Imagine as you breathe in that distilled relaxation that all of your internal organs all relax at the same time. Your lungs relax, stomach relaxes, heart relaxes, all the way down into your gut. As 5 becomes 4, just release any anxiety, any feelings of niggling doubt, just release them now, while simultaneously scanning your body for any echoes of shame. Stress is normally found in the jaw or the neck. Anxiety is normally found there in the gut. But scan your body for where it feels like shame is for you. And when you think you found it, let me know by nodding your head. And then 3, release that shame. Imagine it evaporating and then leaving your body in that next outward breath. And now focus on your legs. Imagine your legs just as limp, loose, and heavy as your arms. Finding it easier to breathe in and out, even deeper and effortlessly. Feeling more and more relaxed. And then 2, focus on your calves. Release any tension there. And then 1, all the way down to the tips of your toes, as you imagine what it would feel like to drift off into a dreamlike sleep while lying on a blanket in nature surrounded by greenery. But in this dream, imagine that you're going back in time at your current age to see a key moment of your childhood. You are you at your current age, going back in time as an observer. And I want you to observe a memory or a moment where you were punished if you celebrated and took pride in an achievement. But also you were criticized or shamed if you didn't do something right. I want you to go back to a moment where it didn't matter what happened. It felt like you were going to lose. You couldn't do anything right. You were damned if you did, and damned if you didn't. And if you can find a memory like that, let me know by nodding your head. And there we go. And just be a witness, like an invisible witness. Like a ghost of the future going back in time to witness something. And I want you to see you when you were younger, caught between that rock and a hard place. And notice that you did something intuitive. And maybe you realize that if you celebrated too much, it would lead to something undesirable, so you downplayed your victories. Or maybe you were harder on yourself than other people were, because you already know what they were going to say. I want you to get a sense that a gift was given to you back then. A superpower was created of unlocking incredibly high standards, resourcefulness, focus, drive. But there was one downside. Shame echoed from that point beyond. And as you observe a moment, a memory, and you can see that younger version of you was frustrated, ashamed, or upset, just imagine what it would be like to comfort that younger version of you in the aftermath of that moment. Imagine going to that younger version of you when they're alone and telling them that they have nothing to be ashamed of. They deserve to celebrate their victories, and they can learn from their setbacks. I want you to say the words that you would have loved to have heard as a child, but they're coming from you in the present all the way to you in the past. And when that younger version of you feels encouraged, understood, loved, let me know by nodding your head. I want you to share something with that younger version of you. I want you to share how much you understand. Maybe share a moment, a memory that happened for both of you. Something only that both of you would know. And in doing so, feel that connection strengthen. And tell this younger version of you that shame deprives them of learning. Shame deprives them of enthusiasm and energy and excitement and growth. Just imagine saying to that younger version of you that there are so many other emotions. Excitement, gratitude, curiosity, even frustration is so much more powerful than shame. Shame will keep you small, hold you back, whereas frustration can unlock motivation that leads to a breakthrough. Excitement can lead to inspiration, resilience, determination, and tenacity. I want you to make an evaluation of what emotion you would have most wanted to feel more of as a child that would still have enabled you to strive and grow and learn. You don't have to define it, just get a sense of what it could be. And imagine handing a glowing ball of energy to that younger version of you, the very resource they needed back then. See them, hold it, pull it up to their chest and absorb that energy, and then switch places and feel that you are now that child, absorbing that resource, feeling it have a ripple effect all the way down to the core of your identity. Something is shifting. But then recall a resource you had in abundance back then as a child that maybe you've lost connection with as an adult. Maybe it was playfulness, the joy of just doing. Maybe there was more of a curiosity, a sense of imagination, or maybe something else. But when you think of that thing you had in abundance back then, imagine giving that to your older self as a different colored ball of energy. Feel you handing it to your older self, and then switch perspectives. So you're now receiving that glowing ball of energy, and place it in the exact location that shame used to be. And when it feels you've replaced shame with something so much more resourceful and useful, just let me know by nodding your head. I want you to get a sense that you're open to a change, that the cord that connects the past to the present isn't always needed. I want you to imagine floating up over that memory and seeing a cord that's still connected from that moment in your life, all the way to the last time you felt shame in something competitive. And just see a thread or a cord or a rope connecting the past to that newer memory. And realize that it's time to let that go. And just imagine holding a pair of golden scissors, perhaps even encrusted with jewels. And if you're ready to cut that cord from the past, the very thing that's been affecting your ability to enjoy competing in sports, in games, let me know by nodding your head. And then cut that cord and realize that you're no longer tethered to your past. You can learn from it, appreciate it, extract all the wisdom, but the emotional cord has now been cut. And in doing so, feel that you are now liberated to enjoy so many different emotions that would be more useful than shame and false humility. What's humility for one person is a sense of feeling ashamed for another. And you can be humble while still being immensely proud of a victory. So let's go forward in time and imagine yourself in some form of competition, you versus one other person, but this time see that your mannerisms are different. See yourself focused, resourceful, determined to win. You're still the observer, but now see you in your future where something has changed. See different scenarios, see yourself winning and celebrating. See yourself losing and looking curious, intrigued, or perhaps even grateful. Grateful for having the ability to play or the lessons you've learned. And if you could imagine the future as you would want it to be, let me know by nodding your head. And then step into that future version of you and just check that it's there. First of all, imagine winning something important to you and feeling that you don't have to downplay anything. Feel that you can celebrate, but commiserate your opponent if you need to, but no downplaying. You own that victory. And then imagine a situation where you lose, but no shame. The shame has been replaced with something much more useful. Something that enables you to be inspired to try again, but even better, rather than avoid. And if you could find that emotion, let me know by nodding your head. And feel like you are sowing a seed in your mind that will create a powerful self-fulfilling prophecy. You are priming your mind to either win or learn. You are unleashing resourceful emotions that enable you to be able to grow, connect, and learn faster than ever before, enriching the quality of your life in infinite possible ways. And as you hold that thought, feel like you're returning back to a picnic blanket in nature surrounded by greenery. And imagine waking up from a dreamlike sleep, walking around that nature surrounded by green grass and green leaves, and realizing that all of this is just a picture in a book. Turn the realistic grass into drawings of blades of grass and then step backwards through the picture, feeling like you're drifting towards the here and now. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Start to calibrate with the here and the now. As very soon, I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling resourceful, calm and confident, unleashing a new level of inspiration and desire to play, to compete, to win, or to lose gracefully. Extracting all the wisdom possible. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.